Hey everybody, it's Molly with AllEars and I'm here today with a brand new video. Now we've done this at some of the other parks and now it's Hollywood Studios' turn. Without FastPass capacity increasing, are the wait times accurate? Am I gonna spend my whole day in line, or are they overestimated? Are they underestimated? What is going on with the wait times? I am here at Hollywood Studios today. I'm gonna check out the most popular attractions and let you know what the posted time is versus the actual time. I'll share tips and tricks on how to navigate this park along the way. I hope you're ready, I hope you're excited. Let's get to rides.
Thank you.
Thank you. Throughout this video today, I'm gonna be hitting up 7 of Disney's Hollywood Studios' most popular attractions. That means Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Slinky Dog Dash, Toy Story Mania, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, Smugglers Run, and Star Tours. Of course, Rise the Resistance is here as well, but they don't have a wait time. They use virtual boarding groups, so that's not really helpful when it comes to wait times. It's about 10:15 right now. The park officially opened at 9. But if you've watched some of my videos before at Hollywood Studios, you can actually usually get into the parking lot around 8:15 and therefore start getting into the park and into the queues before the park even officially opens. So the fact that it's 10:15 right now, the park's been officially open for about an hour and 15 minutes, but they've probably been letting people on rides for closer to an hour and a half or an hour and 45 minutes. We're definitely behind the curve. It's definitely already really crowded here. If you are coming to this park, I absolutely recommend rope dropping, which means getting here as early as possible, which means getting on the first form of transportation you can from your Disney resort, or getting to the parking lot about an hour before the park opens. Because by this point, it's too late. The crowds are already here. The lines are already long. Even the coffee lines are long. Look at this. But we're gonna need a coffee to make it through our first queue. Coffee has been acquired. And now we are gonna head into Toy Story Land. Now, in my videos, I definitely do not recommend going to Toy Story Land this time of day. I think you should go to Toy Story Land at night, actually, because it looks really, really cool at night, and you're probably not gonna have to wait that long of a line. But today's the wait time video, so we're gonna go for the longest wait in the park to start. That's Slinky Dog Dash, 90 minutes, 90. You'll also see that Toy Story Mania has a 60-minute wait right here. Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster both have at least a 60-minute wait, as does Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Basically, the only attraction I'm doing today that doesn't have over an hour-long wait is Star Tours. But that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna go. I'm looking for the end of the Slinky Dog line now. I'm shocked that I haven't seen it yet, considering it's posted at 90 minutes. Because not long ago, with the distance markers out, it would have been all the way wrapped down by Voyage of the Little Mermaid at a 90-minute wait. But the distance markers are no more. Or maybe it's really not 90 minutes. Either way, we're gonna find out together. Bad news, friends. I saw one Slinky Dog go that had no one in it, and I started getting suspicious. My spidey senses tingled. And a cast member just came out to say that they are closed for technical difficulties. So we will not be riding Slinky Dog right now, but hopefully we'll ride it later. So let's check the app. I'm assuming the next longest line is Smugglers Run, so we may go to the Galaxy right now. Now, another good tip I have about attractions going down is if they do dump the queue and no one's in line, keep an eye on it and maybe don't go that far, because if you don't go that far and then it opens back up, you can hopefully get in line really fast and then only wait like 10-15 minutes for it to come back up. That's happened to me over at Splash quite a few times, so downtimes happen, unfortunately, but sometimes you can use it to your advantage. With Slinky Dog Dash temporarily closed, the next 2 longest lines are 70 minutes at either Smugglers Run or at Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Since I was next to Toy Story Land, we're gonna hit Smugglers Run first. What Breedlove and I discovered on our last video here is that you may wanna hit Smugglers Run first thing in the morning, because it usually has a very long line and it's usually pretty accurate as to how long it is. But if you rope drop and come to Smugglers Run, you can get on very, very quickly. So we're gonna head over there and get in line and see how long we have to wait. All right, here we go, looking for the official end of the line. It looks like they're not using the backstage area anymore that they were last time I stood in a long line for this, which is why it is so crowded right outside the Falcon. Let's see. I appreciate that they're not using the backstage because I do think it ruins the immersion of this land, but it also is now going to be very, very hot to wait right outside the Falcon in the sun, and it kind of blocks you from getting good pictures. Where do I go? Why am I so confused? I found the end. I found the end. Thank you. All right, let's start the clock. A very cool detail you can look for when you're here is that on the bottom of the Millennium Falcon right here, there's actually a little Millennium Falcon. You can see it right there. But we are about to be in the official part of the queue. It's been about 25 minutes outside in the extended queue, and we're about to go in. I'm gonna wager right now that this is longer than 70 minutes. That's just my guess though. This could move faster than I think. I would like to point out that single rider is open at this attraction. Single rider means that your party will be split up and you will be put in with another party that needs an extra seat filled. Most likely if you do single rider, that means you will be the engineer. The engineer is the least fun position, so, and you miss a good part of the fun of the queue. So if you've done this attraction before and just want to ride it again, do single rider. But the fun part of this attraction is riding this with your family and doing the mission together. If you've never been on this attraction, it's a simulator that puts you inside the Millennium Falcon. There's 3 positions, the gunner, the pilot, and the engineer. Pilot is for sure the most fun because you get to actually pilot the Millennium Falcon. There's 2 of each. The gunners shoot the missiles and the engineers basically just push buttons. This attraction has a 38-inch height requirement. It is a simulator. It's kind of like if Mission Space and Star Tours had a baby. So if you get nauseous on simulators, you may get nauseous on this one. It doesn't really bother me that much, especially if I am the pilot because you're in the front. I get more nauseous sitting in the back as the engineer. So we'll see what position I get today. This is definitely a must-do, I'd say, if you're a Star Wars person. But if you're not, for me, the funness comes when you ride with a bunch of people and you get to see how bad your friends and family are at piloting the ship. So we'll see how long it takes today. One thing that's good to know is some fun things to do when you're waiting in lines, especially at a park like Hollywood Studios where you're likely going to wait in at least one decently long line. And a fun thing you can do here in Galaxy's Edge is you can use the Play Disney Parks app and the data pad, which actually is exclusive to Galaxy's Edge, and it puts you inside the action. You get to choose if you want to be a smuggler or part of the Resistance or the First Order, and you'll be sent different missions. You may be asked to do different things like translate things or hack into crates like this. When you're in this attraction queue, you will actually correspond with Hondo Ohnaka, who owns this transport company. So it's a really fun way to keep yourself entertained when you're in the queues, especially throughout this land. I did a video about it that will link for you so you can learn a little bit more about the data pads. At almost the exact 50-minute mark, 5-0, I've made it inside. So maybe we will hit 70 minutes. I don't know if it'll take 20 official minutes to get up and into the pre-show. That is one very exciting thing. Pre-shows are back for the most part around the parks. And Disney stops the clock when you get into the pre-show, not when you physically get on the attraction. So that's when we'll be stopping the clock as well, because at that point the attraction has begun. So, all right, but if we can get pre-shows back, why can't I have Kat Saka's kettle corn to eat? Why is it still in the crates here and not in my mouth? It's been about 65 minutes, and we're at my favorite part of the queue where you get to overlook the Millennium Falcon. We're pretty close to loading in for the pre-show, so it does seem 70 minutes will be pretty accurate, which is shocking me. It has been 73 minutes, 7-3, and I'm headed into the pre-show. I actually love this pre-show. It's one of my favorite parts of the attraction because the Hondo Ohnaka animatronic is amazing. After the pre-show, you wait here on the gangway, and this is where previously the cast members would give you a little token thing that said what position you'd be, but I don't know if they're still going to give those out. We will check it out when we get there, but this is right before you board onto the Falcon itself. Made it into the chess room, which is right before we go into the cockpit. Definitely get your picture right there at the chessboard if you are a Star Wars fan.
Left pilot, hit the boosters. Now let's go get that coaxial. Right pilot, make the jump to light speed.
That's your duty?
Correct. There it is. After that lane. Flight engineers, fire the harpoon. Excellent. Now, gunners. Yes!
Smugglers Run, check. Posted wait time was 70 minutes to get into the pre-show, which again is where Disney counts the wait time, was 73 minutes. To actually sit inside the cockpit was about 80 minutes. I do love that pre-shows are back. I think that audio animatronic is absolutely amazing. I would not recommend waiting 70 minutes for that attraction. Just even now, it's less. It's still posted 70. But look, all of that crowd that was out there is gone. That took me about 20 minutes right there. So it'd be like 50 right now. So my recommendation for Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run, if it's a must-do for you, and again, if you're a Star Wars fan, you're gonna wanna do it. The family in there with me, I was in with a party of 5. They put us all together. They were laughing and they were cheering and they were having such a good time. So I definitely recommend doing this one with your family, especially if you've got Star Wars fans. First thing in the morning is a great time, or later in the afternoon when things start to drop. But keep an eye on this one. I don't think it's worth 70 minutes. If it's a really busy day, 45, 50, maybe is where I'd cap it, but I bet you can do less. But look how much less crowded it is right now. Anyway, we're on to another attraction. We are headed back to Toy Story Land. Slinky Dog Dash is reopened. It is posted 90 minutes again on the My Disney Experience app. So we're gonna go check that out. Now, one thing I would like to throw at you when trying to plan your Hollywood Studios day is the weather. If it thunders and lightnings and thunderstorms like it does basically every day during the summer here in Florida, Slinky Dog Dash will close. Slinky Dog Dash is the only one of the big attractions that will close because everything else is indoors. Smugglers Run, Rise of the Resistance, Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Mickey Minnie's, those are all indoor attractions. So in the summer, it is smart to try and get your outdoor attractions out of the way early. So I think rope dropping Slinky Dog might not be a terrible move. Or you can gamble it, and if it does rain, hope that it goes away. It often does. It often pours for an hour, and then it goes away. But it has a 90-minute wait again. And I can see the back of the end of the line. It's pretty close to where we were before for the 90-minute posted wait. And we're gonna see if that holds true. Slinky Dog Dash is such a cute attraction. Of course, it's here in Toy Story Land, and the entire land is themed around being in Andy's backyard, so you've been shrunk down to the size of a toy. And Andy himself set up this Slinky Dog coaster using his Slinky Dog toy, as well as a Dash and Dodge car track. It's got a 38-inch height requirement. It's perfect as a family coaster. It's got a little more bark than it looks like. I make that joke every time, but it crushes every time. And it's been about 11, 12 minutes, and I'm almost into the official part of the queue. This land has a ton of cool details, but one of my favorites is on the back of the dog tag for Buster. You can actually see his name. That's what the wait time is posted on, is Buster's name tag. You can check out my Trapped in Toy Story Land video as well for some more cool details and fun factoids about this land. But obviously, as a huge Buzz Lightyear fan, this land is one of my favorite places. The detail is absolutely incredible, and I really do enjoy this attraction. Line update, line update, line update.
Attention toys. Strong weather conditions are approaching Slinky Dog Dash.
Oh, you hear that? Wow, couldn't have planned that, but as I came on to sing my line update song and give you a 45-minute line update, they came on the PA system. The cast member said that inclement weather is approaching, and that if it gets too close to Disney World, they will have to stop Slinky Dog Dash, but for now they're going to keep rolling. Just literally what I was talking about beforehand, is that it will rain here in the afternoon, so you want to get Slinky Dog Dash out of the way. But it is the 45-minute mark, which should be half of the 90-minute posted wait. I don't know if it's going to take a full more 45 minutes. I'm inside, but this queue is like deceptively long. 55 minutes in, I'm right here. I only have one little like loop around before I get to the load platform. So I'm gonna bet it's not 90 minutes. I don't think it's gonna take 35 minutes just to loop around this wall with Slinky and the crayons and get over there where the load is. I also am hoping the weather holds out. It's definitely looking stormy and gray out there, so let's hope it can hold for just a few more minutes. It's been 1 hour and 4 minutes, and I am so close to loading. They're still coming on periodically to make the weather warning announcement, so I'm literally hoping that it does not happen in the next 10 minutes. All right, here I go. I am next to load. Do not start raining, please. Slinky Dog Dash. Ended up total wait about 67 minutes, so more than 20 minutes less than the posted wait time, which is awesome. I still think that coming here first or in the evening time is a better bet. However, it is about to rain most likely, and as you heard, that weather call, so I would check the weather and help that impact your decision on Slinky Dog Dash, but I just love this whole area at night. It all lights up and it looks amazing, so all right, we are now gonna go take a quick break and have some lunch. While I was in line for Slinky Dog Dash, I placed a mobile order for the ABC commissary, which isn't too far away. I definitely recommend mobile ordering in advance. When I put the mobile order in, it was about 1:20, and the earliest spot I could get was 2, which is in about 10 minutes. So that was a good move on my part because now I don't have to wait 40 minutes like I spent the waiting time in the line. So I actually recommend putting in your mobile orders like when you get into the park if you can, just because certain places like Woody's Lunchbox will fill up really quick, and you don't want to be hungry and then be like, oh, I'm going to put my mobile order in, and then it not have a spot for an hour or so. So that can happen. So put your mobile orders in early, and then you can enjoy your food. I just lied to y'all to your faces through the screen, and I'm so sorry. I don't know why I would walk to ABC Commissary and out of Toy Story Land and not just go ahead and check off Toy Story Mania. It only is a 30-minute wait. I have 10 minutes till I can go get my food anyway, but the whole window for the food is a half an hour. So I really have 40 minutes till I can get left in my window, basically. You get what I'm saying. It's posted 30-minute wait. So we're gonna hop in right here and start the clock. Toy Story Mania is a really fun attraction. No height requirement, which is great because a lot of rides in this park have a height requirement. It is that 3D shooting game with all the Toy Story characters. It's one of my favorites because it's fun every time. No matter how many times you've been on it, you can always keep playing, trying to get a better score. I like to bet my friends and family. Loser buys drinks, Mickey bars, popcorn, pretzels, whatever you want. Let's just say I don't have to buy a lot of snacks when I'm with my family and friends in the parks. I've played this one a lot, but it's super, super fun and definitely a must-do in my book. Anyway, what's crazy about Toy Story Mania is that you may remember when this was it. Like, this was the ride in Hollywood Studios, and people would rope drop and run as fast as they could to Toy Story Mania to get the paper fast passes. And now Toy Story Mania is, I would consider it a filler attraction. Now let me explain what I mean by a filler attraction. I'm not trying to insult Toy Story Mania. I just told you how much I loved it. I call filler attractions that you can typically get on even on a busy day in less than 30 minutes. And they have them at all the parks. So these are the ones you want to watch and put in between your big long lines. So at this park, it would be Star Toys, Toy Story Mania, Lightning McQueen Racing Academy, Muppet Vision 3D, Alien Swirling Saucers, the Mickey and Minnie Shorts, those attractions that you can just kind of like pop in between the really long waits. So they have them at all the parks. I would consider at Magic Kingdom the filler attractions to be Haunted Mansion. Again, this has nothing to do with how much I like the attraction. I understand Haunted Mansion is excellent. Haunted Mansion, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, the People Mover, Enchanted Tiki Room, Country Bear Jamboree, Carousel of Progress. Those are all great filler attractions. Over at Epcot, you've got a lot of things. Seas with Nemo and Friends, Journey into Imagination with Figment, sometimes Spaceship Earth, Grand Fiesta Tour, the movies in World Showcase, and over at Animal Kingdom, you've got different things like some of the shows, the Bird Show, you've got Cali River Rapids, you have got Navi River Journey. Sometimes that line can get long though. Triceratops Spin. You get it. Use your filler attractions in between your long lines. It's been about 6 minutes and I'm already inside to the very, very cute queue here in Toy Story Mania. I love the viewfinders. If you look at it, it's actually a giant viewfinder disc. This one is Disneyland, and you can take a look at the pictures. And over yonder is Peter Pan. And then you've got more of Andy's toys throughout the queue, Domino's crayons, Barrel of Monkeys. It's really, really cute, just like the rest of this adorable land. Also, I just noticed a cool hidden Mickey. Wow, right there in the clouds. Amazing. Look at Buzz. I love him so much. He's the best ever. And oh, Jessie's there.
You're up ahead. I'm always ahead. Hey, Mr. Potato Head. But you can call me Mr. Potato Head.
All right, Mr. Potato Head, I'm glad you're back, and I was very impressed with the fact that you picked up your hat. It's been about 20 minutes to 0, and we are already inside Andy's room, pretty close to loading, so it seems like it'll be a little under the 30-minute posted wait, but pretty accurate nonetheless.
crossing time. You're clear to break right. Listen, fellows. It's the
Hi, Buzz! It was about a 23-minute wait for Toy Story Mania, but I can see people putting on their rain gear as we're leaving, which means did it start raining? I think so. A lot of people have ponchos on, but maybe I just missed it. It's clearly wet right here. Oh, it's misting. I think I timed that perfectly and missed the rainstorm. Go us. Rain, PSA. It's probably gonna rain at least one, if not every day of your vacation if you come to Orlando in the summertime. It's just what happens. It's probably gonna be in the afternoon. It'll be like a monsoon disaster storm for like 30, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, and then it'll go away. Plan accordingly. Know where your indoor attractions are. Maybe plan a meal in the afternoon to beat the rain. But also always pack your rain gear. Even if it says it's not gonna rain, don't listen. It's lying to you. It's gonna rain. So I always have my rain jacket and a hat. And it's much better to have your own stuff than buy ponchos here because they're very expensive. If you want to go the poncho route, I recommend getting a bunch of them at like the Dollar Tree, and then you can literally just throw them away after you're done using them, and not worry about putting a wet poncho back in your bag either. We are scooting to ABC Commissary where I've mobile ordered my lunch. ABC Commissary was not somewhere that pre-closure I would have recommended as your quick service selection here. It wasn't never my favorite, but they've really had a renaissance of the menu, and they've got some really fun, unique items like fish tacos or shrimp tacos, some really good bowls, salads. They've definitely elevated themselves quite a bit, so it's a pretty good spot. And I have ordered something that is part of that new rebrand, new re-menu, a buffalo chicken grilled cheese, which sounds amazing. So I'm gonna let them know I'm here and wait to pick up my order. All right, just a few minutes later and my order is ready, so I can go get my lunch. All right, a cast member directed me to window 1, even though it said window 4, he said this one will be shorter, so here I go. Got my lunch, got my cup for my tea, and I asked for a water cup. I'm gonna get some ranch and some hot sauce and some silverware and grab a seat. But look at all these condiments, look at that. I am so excited about this lunch. Grilled cheeses are low-key one of my favorite foods. They're like my #1 comfort food. I eat them at home a lot. But this is a buffalo chicken grilled cheese, so it's got buffalo chicken in there with the cheese and then a buffalo dipping sauce. I also obviously got ranch. And then on the side, you had your choice of apples, fries, or the salad. And I went for the salad because it looks really interesting. A lot of times at restaurants, if you get a side salad, it's just like a generic Caesar. But this one actually had some walnuts. It looks like some apples, dried cranberries. So something a little more unique. Let's go for it. Let's try it. And also balance. OMG, I'm dazzled because that bread is so garlicky and buttery and delicious. The filling is so creamy. It's not super hot. I'm gonna try dipping it in this sauce to see if I can pick it up. Oh, there it is. That buffalo sauce definitely adds the heat, so if you don't like heat, ooh, that's the best buffalo sauce I've ever had at Disney World. Normally buffalo sauce here, things in general are not hot, no heat, and that definitely has heat. So if you don't like it, if you don't like hot, but you like buffalo, just eat the sandwich. But if you like hot, I'm not saying it's like melt your face off the hottest you're gonna ever have, but for Disney World, there's actually some heat on that. That's amazing. Is that my new favorite quick service meal here in Hollywood Studios? It might be. I'm gonna try the salad now. It also has plant-based Parmesan on it, and so this is a plant-based side if you're a plant-based eater. But I'm not, obviously, but I love arugula. I think it adds such a fun, bitter flavor, and I love the freshness. Good crunch from all of the toppings, the walnuts and the apples. Nice, light, oily vinaigrette. No complaints here. Obviously, fries are better. No, they're not. Well, are fries better than salad? I think it depends on both the fry and the salad. Like a McDonald's French fry, probably the best. Versus like a generic Caesar, yeah. But a brown derby Cobb salad versus a generic fry? Maybe not. Anyway, that's not the point of this. The point is this salad is very good. It's very light. It's a good complement to the buffalo chicken. So if you're looking for something a little lighter or you're a plant-based eater, might as well give this a whirl. But yeah, well done, ABC Commissary. We have eaten. My belly is very full from that delicious sandwich and salad. And I am now going to hit up Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, frankly, because anything else we want to do might make me nauseous after having just eaten a big lunch. But Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway has a posted 40-minute wait right now. We're going to go ahead and clock that. Looking at the wait times, Slinky Dog Dash still has the longest line in the park at 80 minutes, followed by Smugglers Run and Rock and Roller Coaster and then Tower of Terror. Star Tours only has about a 15-minute wait, and Toy Story Mania is pretty low as well right now. So we'll see 40 minutes if it's accurate or not here at Mickey and Minnie's. Starting the clock. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway is the newest attraction here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. It is a chance for you to enter the cartoon with Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and Pluto. It's very, very cute. It is a trackless attraction, just like Rise of the Resistance. I think this attraction is adorable. I say that a lot. A lot of people didn't love this attraction when it first came out. They were either great movie ride stands or this was the first thing to open after Rise of the Resistance, which set a very high and hard bar. But I think it's really, really cute. It's a family attraction. There's no height requirement, which I desperately think Hollywood Studios needs more of. But we're going to see if 40 minutes is accurate in this very lengthy, humid queue. One thing you may be wondering is why are the lines all so long in Hollywood Studios? And that's because they don't really have any of their shows open right now. There's not a ton of attractions in Hollywood Studios. About half of the things that they offer are some kind of show. And shows like Indiana Jones Epic Spectacular, Voyage of the Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, they aren't running yet. Those literally will suck up thousands of people at a time. So when you don't have those shows for literally thousands of people to go to, everybody goes to the same attractions. And that's why the lines are so long here. This is another attraction that you can use the Play Disney Parks app. Also, I see a lot of people when they're waiting in line play Heads Up or I Spy or other fun games with their parties. A lot of people ask, what do you do while you're waiting in line? Those are great tips. I like to have weird conversations with my friends and family, like if we were going to create a Disney attraction, what would it be? Or if we could only eat one food for the rest of our lives, what would it be? Duckfist says sandwiches, which I think is a very good answer because you have a lot of variety in sandwiches. But the real question is, if you choose sandwiches, do you get hamburgers too? What about hot dogs? Debate that next time you're waiting in a line. It's been 20 minutes and I am headed inside the theater. The wait time has also gone up to 50 since I got in line, but we're already moving and grooving and working our way towards that pre-show, which I'm so excited is back, BT Dubs, because it's one of my favorite pre-shows in all of Disney World. It's actually my favorite part about this attraction. 28 minutes later, and we are in the pre-show. So we can go ahead and stop the official clock and get really excited to see the pre-show. Are you really excited? I can feel it. Can you feel my excitement? I hope so, because it's high. It's high level excitement right now.
Well, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train? Excuse me.
The screen, it's open. We're gonna go into the cartoon. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, check. 28 minutes into that awesome pre-show, and then about 36 minutes to physically get on the car. So definitely under that 40 and that 50 that it went up to. I do think that attraction is so cute. My favorite parts besides the pre-show are the squid that plays the trumpet. and the Daisy part. There's also so many hidden Mickeys and Easter eggs in that one. Definitely check out our Runaway Railway video, and we'll point some of those out. But what a cute ride, and let's keep on going. We got more rides to do. We're scooting down Sunset Boulevard now because we've got two headliners, Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster, of course. Right now, Tower of Terror has a posted 30-minute wait. Rock and Roller Coaster has a posted 60-minute wait. That's the second longest in the park, behind Slinky Dog Dash, which has an 80-minute wait. Mickey and Minnie's is 40 again. Star Tours is 20. So things are definitely dropping. It's in the 4 o'clock hour now, which means people can park hop. So probably people that rope dropped here have park hopped out, but I would guess a lot of people park hopped in because this is the hardest park to get a park pass reservation at. So we're gonna go check out both Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster and see how they stack up. Okay, we have found the end of the line here for Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. It's right out here. Posted 30-minute wait, so here we go. You may notice that they are no longer using the extended queue back behind Fantasmic, which is where they were putting people for both Tower of Terror and Rock and Roller Coaster when the lines were more distanced. But now they're just putting people out here and into this extended queue. 30 minutes on the clock. Let's go. 19 minutes in and we're in the lobby, so I think we're very easily going to be under the 30 minutes to get into the pre-show. This lobby is so cool. I love it. I love checking out all the details. It's just the way it was left on October 31st, 1939 when lightning struck the tower. So this attraction is so much fun. I can't wait.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension.
22 minutes to get into the pre-show, so we could stop the clock there for the official count. I'll keep watching to see how long it takes to actually get on an elevator, but I'm so glad that pre-show is back. It's so spooky, creepy, and it totally adds to the theming of this attraction. Fun fact about that pre-show, the Imagineers, along with Rod Serling's wife, actually interviewed for the voice actor to play Rod Serling to narrate this, and then the and his name was Mark Silverman, by the way, his Rod's widow picked him out. And then the Imagineers also watched all the different episodes of the Twilight Zone, and they picked clips out to patch together the image of him to have his voice moving the right way, like have his mouth moving the right way. Isn't that wild? Think of how long that would have taken. But I actually did a whole video about this attraction, all the cool Easter eggs and hidden details and things you can look for. We will link that for you because this has one of the best themes in all of Disney World, and we're very close to boarding. I've said it a lot since the parks reopened, but the wait times were a real gamble for a while. Things that normally never had waits suddenly had really long waits. Things that normally had really long waits weren't having long waits. Without FastPass, the only two factors that determine how long you're going to wait in line are how fast they can load and unload people and the ride's capacity. So attractions like Tower of Terror take a long time to load and unload people into those elevators, and when they were running on limited capacity, you didn't fill that many seats on the elevators. So this attraction had a very long line for the majority of the time since the parks have reopened. Now that they have increased the capacity on this and they are not blocking off seats or anything anymore, the capacity and the wait times have gone way down. So you can get on this ride in less than 30 minutes like we are now.
The Twilight Zone.
The people on my elevator were loving, and by that I mean hating. There were so many people screaming so loud, which makes it way more fun. The fact that we waited over an hour to ride Smugglers Run and less than 30 to ride Tower of Terror feels unfair, but yeah, that was great. Tower of Terror, absolute must do, especially the fact that you can ride it in less than 30 minutes. Amazing. You know what I think we need before an hour-long line at Rock and Roller Coaster? Jackpot. Coffee acquired. Let us take it to go see our friend Steven Tyler. Rock and Roller Coaster is an excellent thrill ride here at Hollywood Studios. It right now has a 65.65 posted weight, so we'll see how long it is. It has a 48-inch height requirement, which is pretty tall for a Disney attraction, and that's because it goes upside down. It also goes 0 to almost 60 miles an hour in 2.8 seconds, and as the name would suggest, stars Aerosmith. So let's go. Okay, the cast member sign says 70 minutes as we get in line right here. The posted weight on the front still says 65 though, but as we all know, the clock starts now. Scooting into the main part of the queue. It has been 18 minutes so far. It now is posted as 60. Remember when I got in line it was 65, so we'll see. Looks like we still got a ways to go either way. It's been about 45 minutes, between 45 and 50 minutes, and I am in the building. Aerosmith is in the building. We are in the building. And we are about to go into the pre-show, so I will hang out right here. Excellent. So it's almost our turn. It has been about 52 minutes, and we are inside Studio C with our friends Aerosmith, so we can stop the clock now, but we'll keep it going as we have this entire video, and I'm just delighted to see our friends Aerosmith here.
Wow, all right. How do people? All right. Hey, don't mind us, we'll be finished in just a minute. Yeah.
Okay, you'll never believe this, but I just got backstage passes to the Aerosmith concert, which, like, can you believe it? That weirdly happens every time I come to G-Force Records. Wow, honored. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what it sounds like. I can't film on the ride because you're not allowed to for safety, but that's what it'll sound like in your ear holes. Just over an hour, about an hour and 4 minutes since I got in line, and I am next to board a limo to rock and roll. Once again, it was about 10 minutes under the posted wait time, about 55 minutes to get into the pre-show, an hour and 5 minutes-ish to get actually into the ride vehicle. So far, the wait times have been pretty accurate here. Slinky Dog Dash has been the biggest gap so far, but we got one more to do, and it doesn't really have a wait, but we're gonna go see if that's true. It's about 6:20 in the evening right now. We're headed over to Star Tours, which is the final attraction of the day. Now, because it's later in the day, a lot of things have dropped in wait time. Smugglers Run is down to a 40-minute wait. So like I said earlier, I think you either want to rope drop that one, get there bright and early, or wait until the mid-afternoon, early evening to check out Smugglers Run, because throughout most of the day, it's going to have that longer wait. Mickey and Minnie's has a 55-minute wait. That's one I think you can catch lower like we did earlier today. Tower of Terror still has a 30-minute wait. Rock and Roller Coaster an hour. Toy Story Mania 35. So things are pretty steady right now. And then Slinky Dog Dash is temporarily closed. I'm assuming that's because of this. Star Tours, the adventures continue. TM has a 5-minute wait right now, which essentially means it's a walk-on. A walk-on means you just keep walking until you're on the ride. You don't really stop. But we'll check it. We'll make sure it's not longer than that, of course. Star Tours is definitely one that is a great filler attraction because it has a relatively low wait all day. Even throughout the day today, even at the peak waits today, you see it over 30 minutes, wait a little bit and it'll drop. It's also a great one if you're a Star Wars fan to ride again and again because it is a simulator, but there are over 50 different stories you could see. There's different beginning, middles, ends, and they have different characters, so you likely are never gonna ride the same one twice, or the odds are not in your favor to do that. So if you're a big Star Wars fan, you may want to enjoy it more than once. We hit a little bit of a wait, a little bit of a snag. We stopped moving for about 4 seconds. Well, maybe 5, maybe 6. But we're still, yeah, we're gonna keep moving.
I know you are, but what is that?
Computer.
Ugh, I don't have time for this. Destroy!
Destroy. Computer destruction complete.
What?
Good evening, passengers.
I just got off Star Tours, The Adventures Continue TM. Posted wait time 5 minutes, actually took 10 minutes, still not that long of a wait. That attraction makes me so nauseous. It is like on level with Mission Space Orange for me. I don't know why Smugglers Run doesn't do this, Flight of Passage doesn't do this, but as far as Disney attractions go, this is at the top of my list for things that make me want to throw up. And I don't think it's fun enough to feel that way. But if you're a big Star Wars fan, and especially considering you're not gonna have to wait that long in line, I definitely think it's worth it for the Star Wars fans. And as a little kid, I loved it. So maybe my constitution is just more delicate in my old age. But again, 10 minutes, not too bad. Definitely a good filler attraction though. Well, friends, that is a wrap on today's wait time experiment here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. For the most part, we found that the wait times were pretty spot on. Within 10 minutes of their posted wait is how long I waited to get on them. The biggest outliers were Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway and Slinky Dog Dash, which were actually more like 20-ish minutes shorter than the posted wait, so that's good news. Hopefully this video is helpful for you. Hopefully you learned some tips and tricks on how to best navigate and avoid long lines here at Disney's Hollywood Studios. We're gonna do these at the other parks. We've done this at some of the parks already. We'll link those videos for you. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social media at AllEars.net. And until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.